Yeah, well, it's certainly these are big projects that you've painted for yourself to take on, particularly with your think tank, uh, to wrestle with the big philosophical problems, and you're underscoring uh, the main one for us right now has to do with war and conflict. Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely. The it, um, it's where war is ubiquitous. How it's been, how warriors and how societies have understood post-war rebuilding. For example, I've been having discussions as well about what's happening at the moment in the Middle East and with Israel, and they are saying that that we're building settlements on disputed land because we pushed the enemy back when there was a 6 day war, and we're now going to build on this land and understanding the justice or like uh, these ideas of what happens after war, what happens to the soldiers, what happens to the ideas of society, how are the vanquished dealt with, what are these ideas? It's called a justice post bellum. How do we articulate our responsibility not only to an enemy or an ex-enemy? How do we articulate our responsibility to the soldiers that have fought for us, and how do we care for the minds which have surrendered to become in an means to ends, and how do you protect that, and how do you care for it, and how do you extol it to societies, and how do you because it's these ladies, men and women, they're highly trained people, and the whether or not it's a combat or whether or not it's not non-combat, the thoughts and the responsibility that they have had to internally articulate about their role in society and their role to themselves is invaluable. And the voice of veterans, whether it be in our societies or whether it could be channeled into humanitarian institutions, is invaluable, absolutely invaluable for the going forward uh, of the modernity in which we hope to be able to live through. Because uh, who knows what's around the corner, and a lot, and one thing's for sure, it's very unlikely that humanity will progress into infinity without a very catastrophic failure of human thought and action.